guys. I met this man at a dinner party, and he was so clearly self-possessed and interested in the people around him that it was a little startling, a little bit like how one might feel when meeting somebody who was, I mean, he would roll his eyes, but I mean, there was something slightly enlightened about him. There was something penetrating about him, and he keyed into my problem immediately, and was very interested in it and extremely helpful. And in a lot of ways, I started the documentary as an excuse to spend more time with him. You know, and then on another level, I thought, well, this is a real privilege that I'm getting, because he invited me to sit and listen to him play. He hadn't played in 50 years for people, and I thought, I think other people would enjoy this. I mean, I felt a very privileged seat, and so I had a suspicion through that there was a chance filming him could turn into something like Zen and the Art of Archery. I've long had the theory that the arts were all the same, and that even being a mechanic is probably similar to the arts. You know, that inside doing anything well is the secret to doing everything well. You know, and that this film that we were doing could turn out to be about that, because I had read Seymour's book and I knew that was part of his thesis. You know, that through practicing well, you could practicing the piano well, you could teach yourself how to have a better life. That's pretty much his thesis and teaching, and it corresponded with what I wanted to be thinking about.
Now, Seymour, when he stepped away from being a concert pianist, it seems to me that part of that was a kind of ambivalence about performing in public, and ambivalence about seeking that kind of attention, and I wonder how that ambivalence relates to being in a film. Did he have any reticence to being filmed?
No, not at all. He would say, I've waited 88 years to be a movie star. This is fantastic. And he had no reticence about it. Wait, there was another part of your question, though, that I really did want to answer, but I made myself go blank on it. What did you ask me again?
I was referring to his ambivalence when he was a...
Oh, yeah. Well, he said this amazing thing to me, which nobody had ever said to me, which is he wasn't sure having a successful career was a good thing. And I was... My whole life, everybody's been obsessed with succeeding.
When you look at these 5 films collectively, it's a big question that arises as whether...
You take Amy or Kurt, you look at Elvis, and what Seymour started talking about was Glenn Gould or Marlon Brando, about this obsession with society's perception of success when it's not corresponding with your own development as a person, tends to make people very uncomfortable and put them in a tremendous amount of pain. And I think a lot of us see that in our own life. While it's not hyperbolized to the extent that some people are, we're out of step with ourselves, and we're tripping over that. And so how do we fully actualize ourselves and accept whatever direction that takes us? That to me was really interesting.
Thank you very much. Tomorrow, Seymour Introduction will be playing here at noon. Ethan and Seymour Bernstein will be here. Thank you very much, Ms. Garbus.